back to my channel. Now, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about diversity in YouTube. Someone actually in my comment section of 2 videos ago asked me to make this video, so I'm making it for you, girl. Got you. And number 2, a lot of people have been talking about diversity in YouTube. Now, my channel is not a channel that has ever shied away from the conversations that need to be had. Like, I always state my opinion. I always talk about diversity. And I know a lot of people think I'm like race struck, or like, you always talk about race. You would be surprised how often race has to do with most of the things we go through in life. Whether you are in the majority or the minority, race has a lot to do with so many things that happen in day-to-day life, period. So the reason why I talk about race is because a lot of the issues that I bring up would not be issues if not for race. So that's why I bring it up in a lot of cases. And so seeing other channels talk about the lack of diversity on YouTube is really important, because a lot of people need to open their eyes to the things that they see. Like, you're aware of things, and I think everyone has that moment where they're like, you know, this is kind of weird, but no one wants to have the real conversations that need to be had. And that's what my channel is for. I have no issue having the conversation. I always feel that if it makes you uncomfortable to have these conversations, or you feel defensive, it's because you have something to gain from things staying the same. Anytime you feel violence, or you feel uneasy about people giving commentary on something, it's because you are okay with the way things are. And 9 times out of 10, you're okay with it because you feel like you benefit from it, or you feel like you are a have in a system of have and have nots. Therefore, you don't want to dismantle the system, because if the system gets dismantled, there is a case where you could be a have not. If you truly think equality is something we have, you would have no problem with people working towards bettering things, because you think equality exists. In order for you to feel self-conscious or feel scared that people are fighting for equality, it's because you know there are people who aren't doing as well as you. You know there are systems in place that put you above other people, and you're afraid that one day you could be the person who's a have-not. That is the only reason why people get uncomfortable when you talk about equality or lack of diversity and things, is because you know there is a possibility that you could become the have-not. There are systems in place that you benefit from. And YouTube is no different than that. YouTube is a place of haves and have-nots. This is just, I don't know the research that goes behind it, but the research is anytime you look on the trending page, anytime you look on the things recommended for you. If you are a white YouTuber, you have a 200 times better chance of becoming a popular YouTuber than any other race of people. YouTube is filled with whiteness. It is filled with whiteness. And you can't say it's because white people are the people that it's being marketed to. That's not true. Yeah, there are countries where there are more white people, but in the world as a whole, there are not more white people than there are any other group of people. That's not true. So you can't say it's because the world is more heavily populated of white people, because that is not true. It is not true that more white people are on this earth. It is not. White people are not a majority of the world. They're a majority in America. They're a majority in the United Kingdom. They're a majority in Australia, but they are not majorities in the entire world. There are more people of color than there are white people, period. So you can't say it's because that's who the white people are watching the videos, therefore more white people are getting popular. No, because YouTube is this place that is built on fake prosperity. There's this idea that YouTube likes to pride itself on. If you get on YouTube, if you cut on your camera, sit in front of there and make good content, you can be successful. And that is what's always been marketed. But I'm here to tell you that's not true. It is not true that if you sit in front of your camera, make good videos, and people like you, you will be prosperous. There is an algorithm. There is an algorithm. And the biggest issue with the algorithm is that YouTube pushes people. It's the reason why I said, why the video I made about Emma Chamberlain being pushed by YouTube, she's a YouTube plant. If YouTube has plants, YouTube takes people and puts them in positions so they can get views. It's the reason why random people will show up in your recommended. You didn't even watch videos about watermelons, but all of a sudden a white girl picking watermelons is in your recommended page. It makes no sense why certain things get recommended towards you, but it's always some little white girl. Look at the Joanne CDS. Is that her name? That girl who got famous because she did the Emma Chamberlain, knockoff Emma Chamberlain merch thing. And I like her videos, but she got over 1 million subscribers in less than 2 weeks, a month or something. And it's because she was recommended to everyone. It was on everyone's recommended, that one video. You don't know why. I never watched a single video about Emma Chamberlain merch, but for some reason that video was recommended, and it was recommended to everyone. Once again, a YouTube plant. It's not even to say they have anything to do with it. What I'm saying is YouTube takes certain people that they feel they can market, that they feel will make them money, and they put them in positions so that they can gain subscribers, they can gain views. So this idea that everyone can be prosperous on YouTube isn't true. You have to be white. You have to be white. The anomalies on YouTube that we feel like, oh my gosh, they made it from the bottom, that's so cool. It's always white people. It is always white people who come out of nowhere and get a bunch of the Emma Chamberlains of the world. It is always those types of people who get this prosperity. So it makes you wonder, where does everyone else fit? Because you can go to any sector of YouTube and the most popular people are white. Period, period, period. Any sector of YouTube. And then for everyone else, we get left with the scraps. We get left to have to make our own subdivisions of communities, and we get everything they don't want. So for example, most white YouTubers don't do hair videos. Like, they're not going to do wig customization. So that's what the black girls get left with. We get left with that type of stuff. We get left to have to model Fashion Nova. We have to do, you see what I'm saying? We get the scraps that all the other big white YouTubers don't want to do. And this goes across the board. It doesn't have to just be black people, because these pictures on Instagram went viral of this Asian woman, I believe. She was doing makeup and it was amazing. It looked blurred and distorted. It was absolutely beautiful. And she is 10 times more talented than almost every makeup YouTuber we see on YouTube. But why is she not famous? Why are her videos not being posted all over? Why? I promise you, if it was a white person who got that buzz, everyone was talking about her on Twitter and Instagram, her videos would have been recommended for everyone. They would have been pushed her, because it's not like she's just doing fabulous makeup. She's doing sickening makeup that's like cool, that people would watch. But no, we all get recommended James Charles video and Nikki Tutorial video. We get recommended the same white people, and it's just like, they're not even the best. And that's why I say we know there's an issue there, because you're not even giving us the best of the white people. There are plenty of white YouTubers who make outstanding content, and you're not even giving me those. You're giving me these stale white bread YouTubers who all do the same type of content, who all have the same type of humor. And it's just like, why is it that, and I have a whole video on this. Last summer I made this video. I was like, why is black YouTube so boring? Any other sector of YouTube, so any other race of YouTubers, black, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, the content is boring. It is so boring, because, and it's not the creator's fault. The reason why it's boring is people only want one of 3 things from black YouTubers. Either you have to be like a gossip channel and talk about like celebrity gossip or something. You have to be a hair channel and talk about wigs and extensions and all of that. Or if you're a makeup channel, you have to talk about how none of us have makeup shades. None of us have any. Look, you have to be put into a certain box for people to find you for people to care about you. You don't get to be a video game channel. You don't get to be a comedy channel. You don't get to be a mukbang. Like, you don't get to be any of these other things. And you get, every once in a while, someone gets thrown in. Think about it. Why is Jackie Aina the only black makeup YouTuber who is sitting at 3 million subscribers? Why is she the only one? The only one. But I can name you over 50 white YouTubers who are doing makeup who have well over 3 million. Think about Laura Lee. Laura Lee can't do makeup no better than me. Yet she is sitting at, how many subscribers does this woman have? She has so many subscribers, and it makes no sense, because the minute these white YouTubers get this much of a buzz, YouTube skyrockets them. Like, they're recommended for everyone. Everything they do just blows up, just like that. Just like that. So they get millions of dollars, and the rest of the YouTubers, the people of color, get the scraps. So you have to keep making story time. These are all the things that black YouTubers and Hispanic YouTubers and Asian, you have to make. You have to make story times. You have to do stupid hauls that no one, just to make money. Like, either your content, your like creative content, is stale, regurgitated, or you have to do stupid partnerships, the flat tummy teas and stuff like that is just literal mess. But you have to do the sponsorship to make money. You get left with nothing. It's, like I said, a case of haves and have-nots. The people who are white and make this horrible content, they get everything, and everything else trickles down to whatever. Every partnership they don't want is what the bottom of the barrel get. And it's just like, it sucks, because what are you supposed to do? This platform makes it seem like you're the issue, and that's why I feel bad for certain creatives who really want to, like, I take YouTube seriously, of course, but my goal is not to be, y'all know that's not my goal. My goal is to say what I want to say and like get my points across and hope people vibe with it. But I'm not out here trying to do all of that, trying to be all in the mix. That's not me. That is not why I created my channel. I created my channel to be me, to talk, to feel like I was having a conversation. But people who create their channels to want to have big brand endorsements, to do all of these things, that you don't have the opportunity, and you won't be given the opportunity. You get the every once in a while black YouTubers, the B Loves Life and the Jackie Ainas, who do incredibly well. But then if you look at those two, maybe let's name 10, the Denzels, those, like, you get those who are doing very well from themselves. But even if you think about it, the 10 black YouTubers who are doing very well, imagine if they were white. Imagine if they were making their same content but white. Imagine how many subscribers they would have. Like, Denzel Dion, is that his name? Denzel, he would have so many more subscribers if he was white, because he already should have more subscribers. So imagine if he was a white person, how quickly YouTube would have pushed him. And that's what bothers me. People who don't make content as good as these people don't get pushed because they're white. Just because, I promise you, it is just because they are white. It's marketable. These recommended and these YouTube trend about is who they can market. YouTube wants to get the most value out of their ads. If people watch the videos, we get money. We get money. So who are people going to watch? They're going to watch white people. Period. And that's all we're going to market. We can market whiteness. That's basically what it is. YouTube is just about marketing whiteness to who knows who. Like, I don't like, it just feels like a lot of times this platform is just for white people and we're left with the scraps. Like, honestly, that's really what it feels like. And it's just like, okay, this is like an anecdote. I was in what class? I was in a political science class last semester, and this black girl in my class was watching Jackie Aina. She was just watching a Jackie Aina video while we were in the computer lab. And this white girl who was sitting beside her, she was like, oh my gosh, I know I'm white, but I watch Jackie Aina. And it bugged me a little bit, because I'm like, I know you're white, but you watch Jackie Aina. Like, why does it have to be you can't watch black YouTubers? And it shows why black YouTubers have to get the scraps and why they're not. or white people don't feel like they have a connection with black YouTubers. Like me, I watch every color YouTube. Some of my favorite YouTubers are black. Some of my favorite YouTubers are Asian. Some of my favorite YouTubers are Hispanic. Some of my favorite YouTubers are black. I watch everyone because at the end of the day, it's just about content to me. But her saying that shows me that there's plenty of people watching YouTube, white people, who it's not about content. They want to see people who look just like them, give them the same regurgitated content, even though they know if they search further, there is better content. So now it makes sense why YouTube continues to promote the same type of people over and over again, and no one else gets shine. It's because these people who clearly they only want to market to white people, YouTube, don't want to see anyone else. They don't want to see anyone else. So this goes back, the biggest thing everyone is talking about is the Dote trip. Dote is this company. Now, Dote works with a lot of people. I actually know 2 black YouTubers who Dote has worked with. Dote will work with black people. That is not the issue. Dote will work with black people. If you have over, like, I would say 200,000 subscribers, Dote will work with you no matter your color. But it's interesting who they put on the forefront of YouTube. It's like these companies know what YouTube is about. YouTube is about white creatives, and they show. There's a reason why if you go to the Dote Instagram page, you see some color. But if you go to the Dote YouTube and see who's promoting Dote and what they show who's promoting Dote, there's no color. There's none at all. They all look just the same. And it shows to me that Dote knows the audience. Like, I want to be mad at Dote, and I am. And we'll get on the Fiji trip very shortly, but they know their audience. You people who watch YouTube videos are only watching little white girls. Like, teenage white girls are only watching other teenage white girls. That is the thing. Little girls are only watching white girls that they aspire to be. That is the only thing they want to see. They're not reaching outside of the box to watch other YouTubers. So when Dote is marketing their stuff to their YouTube audience, they're only gonna give the heavy promotion to the white girls. They're only gonna give the money to the white girls because the viewers aren't watching everyone else. YouTube that's the biggest, this is not on the consumer. I'm blaming YouTube 100% because YouTube isn't promoting anyone else but these white girls. So why would Dote push money into people who aren't being promoted? YouTube's not promoting anything else. YouTube only promotes white people in any genre. All of a sudden, in every genre, there is a new white person who has come from nowhere and is great. And it makes no sense whatsoever because it's just like, there's other people who've been doing it longer who could be promoted. So it's just bothersome. And I feel like people don't even notice. People don't even notice that whiteness is all you see on YouTube. So then when Dote takes everyone to the Fiji trip, they take like 2 black people and nothing but white people. That shows you something. That shows that this is the face of YouTube. This is the face of YouTube. The makeup community does the same thing. Anytime they take people on trips, they take nothing but white people because that is the face. YouTube has made the face of its company whiteness. And if you are white, you can be great on YouTube. Everyone else just has to hope for the best. You have to hope that you just get some crazy buzz out of nowhere and you'll be successful. And it's just like, it makes no sense. And I'm sure it's frustrating to a lot of people because a lot of people don't even notice it. If you are white, you probably don't even notice that everything you see around you recommended is white people. You wouldn't even notice. But if you're like me, you notice it because they don't look like you. They look nothing like you. They don't even look adjacent to you. I wouldn't even mind seeing Asian people on the Dote trip, Hispanic people. Like, I just want to see non-white people on this trip. Show me the other people because we watch YouTube. I am black. I watch YouTube. All YouTubers, Asians watch YouTube. Hispanics watch YouTube. We watch it. So why can't I see the people who are watching your videos, the people you still want to buy your stuff? Why can't I see them represented? Why can't I see on the trending page more people of color coming out of nowhere? Why does every creative who is black, who makes great content, get stalled around the 70K point? Like once you get to 70K, if you're a black creative, you feel like you get stalled. You don't really go, like there's not that many subscribers who are black who get over 1 million subscribers. It's just not. But I can name off cuff 50, 60 white YouTubers who just came up in the past year or two, who are sitting at 1 million easily, and it's crazy, and they keep growing. They never, like I said, there are some YouTubers who will not post for weeks, and they will still come back and get more views. How are they still being promoted? Anyone else would have got knocked off of everyone's recommended list because you're not being consistent. Excuse me. But these people will go away for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and get more views than they had when they left. And I'm just like, why is YouTube still promoting them but not promoting people who are being consistent? That doesn't make any sense. But it does make sense when you think into the back what YouTube wants their brand to look like, who they want to promote to. And it's whiteness. And so that's why there's no diversity on YouTube, period. So yeah, love you guys so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.